Bueno, mi gente, Marcucci here again in another video, and today we're going to be talking about Synthetix. And thank you to John for recommending this video. He told me he wanted to see more videos on Synthetix, so I was like, hey, whatever, let me just do some research, see what I could find. And I didn't really expect to find much, but surprisingly, they had a huge announcement last month, which says that Synthetix is returning to Ethereum Mainnet to launch a Perps exchange. So it looks like they're kind of dropping their whole L2 situation that they had going on, and they're coming back and developing on the layer 1, which is what I believe should be happening. When I talk about the layer 1, it is Ethereum. And Ethereum, I just want to say congratulations to everyone that has held Ethereum. So Ethereum right now is at $4,300, so almost close to the all-time high, which the all-time high was 4,800. So yeah, only 12% far from it. So hopefully we get there. Anyways, this video is going to be focusing on Synthetix and the return to mainnet and some of the upgrades that they look forward to happen. So in 2019, Synthetix led the move to optimism as Ethereum wasn't scaling fast enough. While we saw scaling, what many of us underestimated was the impact of liquidity fragmentation from the proliferation of layer 2 blockchains. The L2 centric roadmap diluted attention, activity, and capital away from Ethereum Mainnet and ETH the asset. So this is what I've been saying, right? I hope Ethereum in the future starts focusing on the L1. I don't want to see more L2s being built. I don't want to see nothing of that. I want to see all applications being built on the layer 1. So this enabled more chains like Solana to capture mindshare. And this is true. And I do still think Solana is going to lead the way. You know, they're faster, cheaper, and yeah, but for right now, Ethereum, let's just focus on it. I think Ethereum, you know, has a lot of total value locked. That's where RWAs are happening, stablecoins are happening. So Ethereum has a lot for them going on. So finally, the tide is turning. Validators, core developers, and even Vitalik are rallying the community to refocus on the mainnet. So that's really huge. The missing component is DeFi projects coming back to mainnet to leverage the growing block space capacity to deliver unique products that are optimized for security and stability of Ethereum. Mainnet is where institutions are looking, where ETF flows land, and is a home for RWAs and stablecoins. Ethereum Mainnet holds over half of the DeFi value, more than 7 times that of any L2. Despite this value dominance, very few novel projects have launched on Mainnet since L2 became prevalent, with the exception of EdgeLayer and Athena. So 2 really good projects, actually. I will say EdgeLayer and Athena are pretty amazing. So Synthetix is coming home again. This means getting rid of all the technical debt that accumulated over the last 4 years, including ceasing all operations on L2s, redesigning staking, and that's already done, and closing legacy pools. So yeah, I think this is really amazing. Obviously, there is a lot of competition, right? Like Hyperliquid has been a thing, Sui has been a thing, Solana, they mentioned, are doing, you know, they want to focus on Perps. We mentioned it in another video. So yeah, they have a lot of work to do, but honestly, I think they could do it, right? I think they could do it. So competing with centralized exchanges, as recently as last year, Synthetix prioritized on-chain decentralization above all else, even user experience. This uncompromising idealism hamper our ability to build elegant products. We're building for an ideological aligned audience, but unable to scale past early adopters, let alone a wider crypto audience. We chase ideological purity while users chose speed and simplicity. And that is true. People, that's what they want. They want the fastest exchange and the cheapest exchange and the most novel and easiest to use. So I like that they admit, you know, where they went wrong and how they're going to fix that in the future. So I think that's pretty interesting. And if you remember from the last video, or if you don't know, Synthetix, it's a project that was done by Kian. I forgot his last name, but I know his first name is Kian. He also built Infinix, and Infinix has proven it is possible to deliver on-chain non-custodial projects with exceptional user experience. And this is true. If you haven't used Infinix yet, I suggest you use it. And they have this thing called S-Bridge that lets you swap, you know, whatever token between any bridge, and you know, I think it's an amazing product. So yeah, what they want to do is basically relaunched. So this is the biggest Synthetix launch in history, and we're putting up SNZ tokens towards launch incentives. SNX tokens will be earned from points which start accruing in phase 0 of the campaign, beginning with SUSDC and SUSDE pre-deposit vaults. I will say though, and this is my thing, but these guys love their 420. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I really don't know, but it's sometimes unserious when they do like, oh, the 420 pool depositors, and I know why they're doing it. At least they didn't say 420 6900, but anyways, that's another story. But yeah, conclusion, the great irony of the L2 scaling roadmap is that it has made the space for innovation and DeFi return to L1 where it all began. Attention is rightfully returning to Ethereum Mainnet and protocols that add value to the chain that started it all. Synthetix is delivering a critical missing piece, a high-performance perp exchange, cementing Ethereum's role as the home of global finance. And that's truly amazing. A little bit more about the the DEX that they're building is here. So they say 16 of the 20 contributors on the current team joined in the last 12 months. So people have not that they've been building so far, but people that have more, I want to say like experience with what is going on right now, as opposed to, back 4 or 5 years ago, right? Kane and Jordan are back, bringing strategic oversight. Synthetix is now operating a full stack protocol, owning the front end and trading interface, and now tools are being phased out in favor of mainnet, where DeFi lives and breathes. And I want to say, where is it? It should be here. They were talking about the TPS. Oh, right here. So, Synthetix Mainnet. Synthetix launched the first Ethereum Mainnet settles as, I'd say, CLOB, Central Limit Order Book Perp Exchange. It's early in Q4 and is built for performance. So, around 100K TPS, so transaction per second, and sub 50 millisecond trade latency. So, I think that's pretty amazing. Hopefully they're able to do it. And they mention here some of the competitors. So of course the return of Mainnet is happening just as the CLOB war are heating up. Hyperliquid 13 billion breakout has made it clear that speed and UX still matter more than maximalist ideas. New competitors like Bullet, Ambient, Perps DEX, and Fuel are entering the arena with their own variation on the hybrid model. So I hadn't heard about these, but I definitely heard of Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid, if you don't know, is one of the biggest decentralized exchanges in the whole world. I think right now they're like in the top 15 in terms of market cap and all of crypto. So yeah. Anyways, I don't want to talk about the statistics for Synthetix since they are, doing all these changes, right? I'm not going to be overly critical. Like it says today volume, they have 0. I don't think that's true. And the volume has been like decreasing. So really, I don't want to take a look at these numbers and, kind of get my thoughts on them. I do, obviously, I'm going to leave in the comment section so you guys can see them for yourselves, as well as DeFi Llama and fees and revenues. Like if we take a look here, like, yeah, they start earning a little bit less, but all time, fees, like almost 90 million in fees. So I think that's pretty impressive, right? Say whatever you want to say. Making $90 million in revenue, I think is pretty impressive. But obviously, I'm not going to go into all the stats and details because they're going through major changes. So it'll really be unfair. I'll probably make another video, once everything is all said and done. Probably September, October, maybe November, who knows. Anyways, in terms of your thoughts, please let me know what you think about the video. And as always, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.